Hey guys, welcome back and I hope you guys are doing well. Today's video, as you have read the title of this video, it's more about experience of shipping important documents or any sort of documents from here back to India using USPS instead of private service providers. Let's begin. So first and foremost thing guys, let's talk a little bit about the experience that I had. Now first and foremost, I kind of opted USPS this time because I had to send like around 140 pages of documents from here to India for some personal financial needs, and I was really kind of puzzled if in case I could go with private service providers, because as far as I remember, the last time I sent using one of the service provider here, private, as you guys know, there are a couple of them here, I had to pay around for 5 pages of letterhead size of documents. I had to pay around $109, and that is something that was a little bit of surprising for me because I have sent couple of documents many times from here using the same service provider. Every time they used to charge me around 90 or 98 bucks, but this time they bumped it up further, so I was little nervous to go with 140 set of documents. So just imagine 5 compared to 140, it could have been a little bit kind of a huge price tag, but luckily I didn't go this time, and I directly went to USPS based on my one of my known suggested that it is good to kind of use USPS as well because he was shipping some documents within states but never internationally. So I just went ahead with them. It's pretty much straightforward guys. Just go with the set of documents, take the priority mail, that is the red color doc folder that you have, slide in the documents, take a custom declaration form, fill it out, specify the worth of it. In my case, for 140 pages, I kind of declared somewhere around 18 or $15 somewhere, but it's not really needed. You can actually declare less as well because it doesn't really matter because they're just some set of documents with some notary work. So I kind of declared some 18 bucks or somewhere, and to my surprise, initially I was a little bit nervous that it wouldn't reach the destination in proper timeline because it was going through custom clearance here and there, and I was a little nervous how it would be, but it took like 14 business days to reach the destination. Not 14 business days, 14 calendar days, and it was 9 business days that it took, excluding Saturdays and Sundays and any public holidays or probably here and there. So it took 9 business days, which was pretty much good in my opinion. I'm kind of doing this basically to kind of give my opinion about this experience because a lot of them kind of tend to fall to private service providers instead of opting some USPS or all that stuff. And so the experience is quite good guys. You can think about it and probably opt in USPS if in case you have some important, I could not even say important, but some documents to send to India. If in case it's important and time bonded, just use private service providers. So how they work is basically USPS, until unless it kind of leaves USA and lands in India, they kind of take care of it. That means from here back till Delhi is what they kind of take care. And once it lands in India, the service is actually taken over by India Post, that is government funded service. So they will actually kind of take it up further and do the processing to kind of deliver it to the end client. And that is something that I was also a little bit surprised to hear for the first time, that they are also using India Post at the India destination. I thought they would have handed it over to some private service providers, but no, they were actually using India Post. And to my experience, initially I kind of felt that the service wouldn't be great once it gets landed in India, but to my surprise they were quite helpful, and I kind of reached out to them on Instagram just to kind of check where the package is and why it's taking somewhat of a time. But fortunately enough, they were quick enough and they responded pretty much fastly, and it was pretty good. So it took like 9 business days and 14 calendar days to kind of deliver in India from here back to Hyderabad. So let me actually give you the timeline. So I initially shipped it out on February 17th. That was probably a Saturday as far as I remember. It was February 17th, 11:31 a.m. So as you guys know, Saturday is the last day for them, last day for us, probably the USPS. Sunday they don't work. So it was shipped from 17th from here, and it landed or it was delivered to the end destination on March 1st. So let's actually head down to the computer and see this breakdown, because that's very important, and probably you will be also surprised when you can actually ship some documents from here using USPS, because the tracking is a little bit here and there, because you have two systems, one is USPS and the one is India Post. So you always have to remember that you have to track in two websites, but there are some different third-party websites that you can actually just put the tracking number, and you should be able to get the overall tracking efforts. So let's head down to the computer and talk a little bit about this. So here's where the tracking all starts. So basically I've started it from Washington, and it kind of then went on from 17th February 2024, and it went all the way till March 1st 2024. So here is where you need to track a little bit differently. For example, if you see the screen right here, until unless it departed India or processed through facilities, here is where the problem would be, basically, because sometimes this processing is like here and there, it's not pretty much accurate. So you may have to just kind of make sure you check in the USPS and the India Post tracking as well. So here's where you go to India Post tracking, and all you need to do is track a consignment. Sometimes this portal is slow, so instead of this you can actually use third-party portals as well, which kind of call this API of our India Post and do show you the tracking. Sometimes it doesn't work, so you may have to try it a couple of times through here. Yep, you see this, it's struggling a little bit. Okay, finally it might kind of load it up. So let's actually wait for a couple of seconds. So this is where this all kind of shows up. So as soon as you ship it out, it actually says item base booked. That is Feb 17th is when I actually shipped out from USPS. So they know the tracking that there is some package going to come to India through India Post. And here is where somewhat of a problem would happen, especially here when the custom clearance is kind of getting through. The problem is sometimes that it kind of may take a little bit of 2 to 3 business days. For my case, it took like 3 to 4, I believe, business days as far as I remember. So you can see that right here. So 24th it reached, and from 24th onwards it was holded for 25 and 26, so like 2 business days. I don't know if this includes the business days, but 2 days. And then thereafter 28th it was kind of dispatched to Mumbai Post or Mumbai Foreign Post Office on 28th. So 24th it reached, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 29 is when it reached to Hyderabad, and that is Shamshabad Airport, and then finally it got delivered on the 1st. So here's the somewhat of a problem that you will see. If in case you kind of see this problem, just don't worry, you can always reach out to India Post and they will definitely respond back to you. What I did is I kind of directly went here through this support of the Instagram. I just clicked here, kind of logged into my account and pinged them saying that, hey, this is somewhat of an important document, I'm expecting it to be delivered within stipulated time frame. And that's what I did. Probably they might have not done anything, maybe this is expected timelines, but most probably they might have done nothing. It is just that they did the normal processing and shipped out the product. So that was my experience, guys. So kind of 9 business days or 14 calendar days, in my opinion, is pretty much okayish for something which is not important. But if in case it's important, as I said, just stick back with some service providers which are private, so that you can kind of ship it within like 2 to 3 business days and not really worry about this hiccups of tracking down of what's happening. So as I've shown you guys, it roughly took around 14 calendar days for me to kind of send the document from here to kind of Hyderabad. That was a video about, guys. I mean, probably I wanted to do this video because a lot of us, or probably who are here, try to ship some important documents back to India or any other foreign country. So it is somewhat of a reliable service. Just make sure that you have some time in hand if in case you want to ship some important documents from here. because mine was not that urgent. So I took the risk. If in case it had failed, I would have went to the private service providers, but this time it went pretty smooth for 150 pages or 140 pages to be precise. It took like $44 and nothing else. So if in case you are thinking about it, just try it once and get your experience about how USPS handles documents sending internationally via India Post. Don't worry, if in case you get nervous, just go ping them. They'll probably help you and sort out this doc issue in the most appropriate way. So with that, I'll just go ahead and end this video, guys. Hope you guys have liked it. This is quite informational video for many of us who are actually here, don't know about using this service, or probably many of them knew, but at least in my circle, none of them knew. So this is where I actually shared my experience with them, and they were like, that was surprising for 140 pages, $44. So that is something good. Alright guys, I'll catch up with you guys again. Take care, and let me know if in case you have any questions regarding this. I'll definitely try to answer them. Thank you. Bye bye.